today we're going to talk about our current gear and what we're wearing. Not
Mooming t-shirts,
right, not
and
Mooming t-shirts.
hoodies. Although I actually do play in hoodies sometimes when I just really can't be bothered.
Well, we can talk about that as well. So we both have what looks on the outside similar gear.
Yeah,
but there are
similar setup.
But there are some differences to it. So let's kind of go one for one.
Okay.
So you show me a bit of yours and I'll show you a bit of mine.
I'll start with the lightest.
Okay, good idea.
Ooh. Which is, if I can get it off the hanger.
And we'll explain why we've made the choices and the choices.
My Warrior battle belt. You know, they seem to be very en vogue at the moment.
So this is a Warrior. It looks a lot like a Cryon RB.
Yeah, so this is the Warrior one. So anybody who's familiar with the design, it has a stiff internal belt, which you put through your trouser loops. And then it has the external belt with Velcro that goes over the top. And to that it has molle, and you can mount all your accessories. And the Warrior one has near the front of it, so you can peel them off and, you know, put your accessories on and then put it down, like with the Clone Surefire here. And yeah, so I use this quite a bit when I'm shooting the targets, track sense targets. And then trying to remember which magazine goes in which gun, as you can attest to from our shooting last year.
So that looks like a Safariland, but is it?
It is a TMC copy of the Safariland, and yes, you can tell it's a copy in certain areas.
Pretty good.
But it works really, really well. I found that it does exactly what I need. I don't really use this necessarily all the time, so I didn't have the inclination. After buying the battle belt and the mag pouches.
So these Warrior pouches as
These
well?
are Warrior pouches, so I've got double pistol and double AR mag pouches.
Like elastic.
Elastic, yeah. They're really, once the mag's in there, they're not coming out unless you want it out.
There's a kind of textured grippy.
Yeah, like a little rubbery, grippy surface in there. I don't have a dump pouch.
Yep.
And I don't have a individual first aid kit. And I know that if you look at the photos online, or even if you look at Tom's belt, you will see what I'm on about. Because I'm not going for a look. I'm going for what I want. And most of the stuff that I use if I'm wearing this is on my plate carrier.
Yeah. So you don't portray a specific unit or try to portray a specific unit.
No.
Though you kind of like the multicam. Good guy look-ish.
The good guy multicam, that's the look I'm going for in a very general way, with no specifics, no sort of homage to a particular unit or military force. Just, you know, I've been playing 28 years, give or take. So now for me it's what works and what means I can actually play because of my back. So these are all considerations, whereas before it's like, does this look good?
So I'm going down a slightly different route. So it is multicam good guy, but me and a couple of friends have started doing a UKSF impression.
And I've got to say, you've got it pretty well nailed.
I'm getting there. I need to sort the gun out, but I'll talk to you in another video about that.
Yeah.
Actually, it's started off over here. It's going to be a GHK. Right. So my battle belt.
It's a very specific look, isn't it?
It is very specific.
And the sort of the guys on Facebook who do it are very, I don't want to say fanatical, but I'm going to.
Yeah, it's an interesting, the pouches and there's specific details.
Yeah.
Although on the face of it, you could just take your UK flag off, stick a US flag on, and you'd pretty much be CAG or DevGrid. Each unit does have its own choices and its own way of doing things, so you have to be quite specific. So my impression isn't finished. There is definitely some stuff wrong with what I'm doing, but this is where I am at this point in time, February 2020. So the basis of my belt, similar to yours in a way, Phil, is an FRV Tailoring 2-part belt. So again, I've got a inner belt,
stiff inner belt,
which goes through my belt loops.
And this is the bit that really gives it the support that allows you to.
So this is stiff,
put so much stuff on,
but it's not massively. And then this is their shooters belt, which I really rate. Actually, it's a sensible price.
Yeah, it's a good size as well.
Yeah, this micro
really thick. I do like those. I'm glad. I mean, mine's polymer. That looks metal.
Yeah.
The Australia pin Cobra buckle.
Yeah. So this is a proper Australia pin Cobra buckle. It's a think it's based on the ribs of Ronin belt. They originally did this kind of micro PALs. So the PALs loops. So these are PALs loops here, guys.
Yeah.
These are full height. And what Ronin did, Ronin Tactical, and everyone copied them. It might have been Tier first. I can't remember whether it was Tier or Ronin, but anyway round. One of them did this micro PALs, so you have kind of half height loops at the top and bottom, which just turns it into a 2-inch, 2.5 inch duty belt wide, which makes it.
Which for most sort of combat trousers is.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to hump around a load of belt kit, so a load of water bottle and utility pouches on this.
Yeah.
But for this purpose, it's absolutely fine. So I've also got a very similar holster. This is a Safariland, only really because they were out of stock.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I mean, I waited ages to get one.
Is that TMC?
Yes.
Yeah. So the TMC were out. Weapon 762 were out of stock, and then Tactical Kit UK had them in, so I just got one, and I sold some other stuff. I was like, I'll sod it, I'll have one.
They are very, very good holsters.
Very, very good holster. Again, I've got the same leg strap. So this isn't really a drop leg. This is on. You've got the same ride. Yeah, mid ride. The
QBLS or whatever.
Down there somewhere.
Yeah, the Safariland system.
But it's really good. These are really good retention. I've got no worries about running around.
Oh God, no. And the great thing is, you don't like with the drop leg ones. Every time I've seen people go like that to draw their gun, and it's either around the front of their leg, the back of their leg, or they've lost their pistol.
Well, drop leg's so 1990s.
Yeah.
It's
this isn't SWAT.
It's not really done anymore.
Yeah.
And you can move on. So that's really cool. Okay, so that's a real one. What else have I got? So my mag pouches are S-Tac. So the guys are using S-Tac. They're quite fond of them now.
They're nice pouches. They've
really
got
like
retention, but they're easy to.
I really like them. They
get the mags in.
I want to jump out of a helicopter with them or anything, but I'm not jumping out of helicopters, so it doesn't really matter.
No.
The only issue with them is these malice clips are really annoying.
Oh, they'd be quite.
No, they're not. They're fine to wear, but they're a bit annoying to put on.
Yes.
I believe there's some newer models coming that will have an integral.
Sort of like the laser cut fabric ones with Velcro.
Speaking of which, I've got a.
I did see that.
Blue Force Gear dump pouch.
I do like Blue Force Gear.
Now these aren't necessarily kosher, but as an airsofter, my magazines aren't being paid for by Her Majesty's government,
no.
So I don't really want to throw them on the floor unless I really have to.
So saying that, I don't have a dump pouch because I do tend, because all my mags are polymer.
Yeah.
They do just get dumped out the mag well.
Again, yeah, that's why it's almost to a certain extent why I've got mag pulls on them.
Yeah.
If I do drop them, at least there's a mag pull, and these are Maruis, so they're not exactly cheap. So just one on the belt, one rifle primary on the belt, two pistol on the belt. I've got a.
Do you go to that before you go to your plate carrier?
That's my primary reload.
Yeah.
And then I'll take that first.
Yeah.
And then I'll restock that from my plate carrier.
Okay.
Which we'll go through in a minute. Carabiner. That's the Coyote Tactical Storm Grey
proper bow selector.
Proper bow selector one.
That is, yeah.
Completely pointless silems.
You have to have them,
but you've got to have them hanging off. And obviously, some gloves just on there at the moment. Trauma kit,
which is lovely.
So Blue Force Gear trauma kit. It is really nice. I am a trained first aider, and it does have first aid stuff in it. It's still a bit pointless, but the guys have them on their belts, so we're doing an impression.
Yes.
And what I was thinking, if I'm going to have a first aid kit IFAC on my belt, I may as well.
Yeah.
And these are quite nice because you can just deploy out. And
that's very funky. And you've got your Israeli bandage, is it?
Israeli bandage, tourniquet, gauze, gloves, space blanket. I've got a boo-boo kit in there with like just normal plasters and things and
like
gloves,
Mr. Men ones.
Gloves, you know.
Yeah.
Sharpie for right in the time you put more. No, don't actually put morphine in people, but yeah, it's just one of those things.
So it depends. If you've got a back like mine,
it's just a useful thing to have. And as I say, if you're gonna have a first aid kit, you may as well have first aid stuff. And actually,
now did that come?
No, I had to buy all that as well.
And it's not a cheap pouch to begin
with. No, again, I got
it.
Most of this stuff I've managed to get either got from Tactical Kit, and some of it I've got second hand on eBay.
Yeah,
that was eBay. That was so there's a lot of stuff.
It can be done. I mean, I think when you look at a lot of the guys who do the UKSF impressions and you start adding up, it's like when you look at a Range Rover and then add all the things you want, and suddenly it's gone from 50 grand to 80.
Most of this stuff. So the belts aren't that expensive.
No, you can do it on a.
You can get fake. You can get fake S-Tac.
Yeah.
You can get fake Blue Force Gear. You can get fake Cry stuff. TMC do a really good job, and a lot of
they've really come out to the fore.
A lot of the guys now, so in the impression scene, are using a lot of TMC. I've got TMC on my plate carrier, and we'll talk.
Is it Smapo as well? They're quite, or they were certainly.
They were. I think TMC have taken over.
But they were still. They were priced very close to the real deal, weren't they? That's the thing.
I think they just did it in patterns. So they were Semapo were doing stuff in. They were doing like AOR.
Yeah, 1 and 2.
1 and 2, which you just couldn't get.
No,
because they were all contract stuff for Crew and Navy Seals and stuff. So that's kind of where they could get away with that. And then they went downhill a bit. So that's that, and then just some shears because
just because.
But you never know. So whether I ever use that or someone else ever uses it on me, which is always the other thing, isn't it? You never know. Yeah. You never know.
Well, when World War III starts with Iran,
So that's that. So that's actually, and sometimes if I'm playing CQB in a site with short games, I'll just wear that.
Yeah,
it's fine. Don't need that many BBs. And most of the time I don't ever use my pistol. I just carry it around for looks.
That's 90% of airsoft, though, isn't it?
So there you go. So that's completely pointless £200 holster with a
£50 gun
pistol in that I don't actually use.
But it looks good.
But it looks good. That should be a Glock 19. I've got big hands. I don't like Glock 19s, so I use Glock 17s, and I use the 22 mags, mainly because at the time I bought them, you just couldn't get 17 mags, but you could get 22 mags. So
in all fairness, they look. I think they look pretty good.
They got little +2s plates on, which I was going to buy anyway. So I was like, sorted. Right, let's do your plate carrier.